Hello everyone, hope so you are all fine, and in this video we are going to solve this New York Math Olympiad question. So let's start. Look at this equation. We have a x square minus 2 times x plus 5 times square root x square minus 2 times x plus 1. This is equal to 30, and we find all possible value of x. So let's start. In the first step, we let that this value x square minus 2 times x, this is equal to y. So our equation will become this is equal to y, so we have a y plus 5 times square root, this is a y, so y plus the next term is a 1, it's equal to 13. Now in the next step we subtract a y on both sides, then we get 5 times square root y plus 1 is equal to 13 minus y. To remove this square root, we take a square on both sides of this equation. So take a square on this side, also take a square on this side. So this 5 will become a 25, and this square and square root cancel, we get y plus 1 is equal to, here we apply this identity, which is a minus b whole square. This is equal to a square plus b square minus 2 times product of ab. So using this identity, we have a 13 square plus y square minus 2 multiply 13 and multiply this by y. So this is equal to, multiply this 25 by y, we get 25 times y. Multiply this 25 by 1, we get 25. And the square of 13 is a 169. Plus this is our y square. Multiply this 2 by 13, we get 26 times y. Now we rearrange this equation. So in the next step, we subtract a 25 times y and 25 on both sides of this equation. So the left hand side will become a 0. It's equal to 1. We copy this value 169 plus y square minus 26 times y minus 25 times y and minus 25. So this is equals to y square minus 26 times y and minus 25 times y is equal to minus 51 times y, and plus 169 minus 25, this is equal to plus 144, and the left hand side is a 0. So we write this as a y square minus 51 times y plus 144, it's equal to 0, and this is a quadratic equation. So we use a quadratic formula to solve this equation. The formula is y it's equals to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4 times ac over 2a. And here a is equal to 1 and b is equals to minus 51 and c is equals to 144. So we put this value in this formula. So we have a minus, and b is a minus 51 plus minus b square mean minus 51 square minus 4, a is a 1 and c is a 144 over 2 and a is a 1. Simplify this value, minus minus will become a positive, so we get positive 51 plus minus, we take a square of minus 51 which is equal to 2601 minus, multiply 4 by 1, we get 4, multiply this 4 by 144, we get 576 over 2 ones are 2. Now we simplify this, we get 51 plus minus, subtract this value, then we get 2025 over 2. So this is equal to 51 plus minus, take a square of 2025, then we get 45 over 2. So we separate this value, y is equal to 51 plus 45 over 2, and second is a y is equal to 51 minus 45 over 2. So here we get 96 over 2, which is equal to 48. Now look at this. Subtract 51 minus 45, we get 6, and the denominators are 2. 6 divided 2 is a 3. So we get two value of y. First one is 48 and the second is a 3. So we let this is equal to y and we get two value of y. So we have a x square minus 2x is equal to 48, and the second value is a x square minus 2x is equal to 3. Now look at this equation. We subtract a 48 on both sides, then we have a x square minus 2x minus 48 is equal to 0. In the next step, we find the factor of this and we write this as a minus 8 times x plus 6 times x minus 48, it's equal to 0. X involved in these two terms, so we factor out and the remaining is a x minus 8. 6 involved in these two terms, so we factor out and the remaining is a x minus 8. It's equal to 0. We write this as a x plus 6 multiply x minus 8, it's equal to 0. And this implies x plus 6 is equals to 0 and x minus 8 it's equal to 0. This implies x is equals to minus 6 and this implies x is equals to 8. Now look at the second equation. We subtract a 3 on both sides, then we have a x square minus 2 times x minus 3 is equal to 0. So we factorize this. We have a x square minus 3 times x plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now x involved in these two terms, so we factor out and the remaining value is a x minus 3. And 1 involved in these two terms, so we factor out and the remaining is a x minus 3 is equal to 0. And we write this as a x plus 1 multiply x minus 3 it's equal to 0. This implies x plus 1 is equal to 0 and x minus 3 is equal to 0. Look at this. This implies x is equals to minus 1 and this implies x is equal to 3. So we get the four answer of x. X is equals to minus 6, x is equals to 8 and x is equals to minus 1, x is equals to 3. We get a four possible values of x, but in our question these two values satisfy our solution and the remaining is not verify our solution. So in our question x is equals to minus 1 and x is equal to 3.